May is going to be a bad month for the Trump campaign. A lot of states he's not polling too well in. In California, he's only 8 points ahead of Cruz, and that's with a 3.8% margin of error. And as I said earlier, when you look at some of these, like LA County, San Bernardino, Northern California, Cruz is doing very well in some of these delegate-rich areas. It's really going to come down to a delegate fight. And as I said, just because you come out with a plurality in a particular state, not a majority, there's a huge difference. This is the first time that Trump has taken over 50% of the vote. It's the first time that he's gotten a majority since in this primary system. Just because you have a plurality does not necessarily what does that mean? It just means that you have a plurality. For instance, I gave this example to somebody yesterday on Twitter. He had a plurality in Louisiana, but because of the congressional district results and how they were proportionately allocated, he ended up walking away with the same amount of delegates as Ted Cruz, which was the number 18. Could be that you can see something like that happen in California. Some of these states are winner take all with an asterisk, meaning that if you get the majority, then you get all of the delegates at large, and then you can take, X amount of other delegates. Some of them, though, if you don't take that majority, you only get a plurality, then it defaults to how it's going to be allocated per congressional district. It is a convoluted system meant to be a feature, not a bug, because we have a number of little insane checks and balances in our system, our representative government, in our constitutional republic, to make sure that we do not have mob rule, to make sure that we do not have a direct democracy. That is how it is set up. Some people complain about it, but it is not a bug. It is a feature of the system. It is how it is supposed to work. You play in that system. I'm not going to sit here and start talking about deconstructing our republic, if we can keep it, in favor of direct democracy for one general election cycle, simply because I am unhappy with the organization of my preferred primary candidate's campaign.